Hey, what is up, guys? Brandon here at Go Headquarters, bringing you the full breakdown for this awesome friggin' leg workout. So we have some back rack lunges coming at you for strength. This should be a good one for the glutes and legs for those of you that like leg training, plus just a little core accessory work throughout the day. So let's get you guys moving with a Tabata air bike interval. So if you don't already know, Tabata is 8 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 3, 2, 1, go. Boom, we're gonna hit it hard for 20 seconds. At the end of 20 seconds, we're just gonna chill for the 10-second rest interval and then be ready to go for the next one. 3, 2, 1, go. Boom, next 20 seconds, and then another 10-second rest, and so on through 8 rounds. That should get our heart, our lungs, our legs, everything pumping nicely to be ready for everything to come. If you don't have an air bike, guys, no biggie. Jump on a rower, jump on a spin bike, run in place, jump rope, whatever, guys, just get moving. Next up, we are starting to mobilize that squat. So 2 rounds. We're gonna do 5 air squats. We're gonna do 5 per leg knee push-outs, and then we're gonna do 5 per leg glides in pigeon. So for your air squat, we've got your heels shoulder width. Toes are turned out just slightly. Chest is up nice and tall. We're gonna go hips back and down, knees out. We're gonna come all the way down below parallel, hopefully, and then driving back up. So I am keeping flat feet the entire time. My knees are tracking in line with where my toes are pointing. So 5 of those. Now, in the same position, I'm gonna face the camera just a bit more. So we're gonna come down kind of in the sixth squat, if you will. So now, hands inside the legs. Grab those shoes. So I'm gonna anchor my left leg in the out position. Now, I'm gonna push this right knee out. I'm gonna kind of just chicken wing this thing 5 times, and then switch, do the same thing on the other side. So that's gonna be my knee push-outs or push-aways. That is a great move actually to do in high volume. So we're barely touching on it today with just 5 per leg. So if you feel like you need to improve your squat mobility, I would say crank that thing out a couple days a week, maybe doing as many as 20 per side in a set. Then our third move, guys, we're in pigeon. So I like to set people up in pigeon from lizard. So we've touched on lizard a lot. We kind of have that vertical front shin. We're in like a long lunge stride. So from here, what I'm gonna do is basically fall over. So it's my left leg out in front of me, so I'm gonna fall to the left. So now what that's creating, turn and face the camera here, is kind of this 90-degree knee position out in front of me, and my back leg is kind of in line with my hips. Now, I'm not super mobile in this spot. My leg wants to kick out to the side. Cool, no big deal. I'm not worried about fixing that today. Okay, so what I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna stay off the ground, so I need a little upper body strength here, is I'm gonna let this leg kind of drop. My back foot is on its toe, and I'm gonna glide front to back in this spot. So hopefully you guys can kind of see what's happening there. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of coming behind 90 degrees and then in front of that with regards to this front knee. I'm going to turn to the side and demo that same thing. So if you can see this from the side. So again, started in lizard, fall out to the side, holding myself up with my upper body so my back knee is off the ground, and I'm just kind of gliding front to back with that front hip rotated like it is in pigeon. So I'm going to do 5 on that leg, and then of course I need to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so kind of a different form of those lizard glides that I like to use. So 2 rounds, 5 air squats, 5 per leg knee push-outs, 5 per leg glides while in pigeon. Then let's do some bear crawls and lunges. So next up, 2 rounds. We're gonna bear crawl there. So here in the gym, we do about 35 feet worth of bear crawling and about 35 feet worth of lunges. So I'm going to, on all 4s, just kind of hands and feet, crawl all the way across the gym. When I get to my target, I will stand up nice and tall, take a normal size lunge, and I'm gonna do that all the way back to where I came from. So lunge points of performance, pretty basic. I'm gonna take a big step. That front foot should stay flat. When I descend, I am gonna go all the way till my back knee hits. My shin is mostly vertical. It will forward inclinate just a little bit, but the fault is when that heel starts to come up. So we want to keep a stable foot between the 2 points of the ball of the foot and the heel. So if we kind of take those 3 points, that's where we want our foot to feel stable. And a lunge is working the front quad and the front glute. It is not about the back leg. It's about the leg that's out front. Good posture, of course, okay? So 2 rounds. We're gonna bear crawl, and then we're gonna lunge back. If you don't have gym space, maybe you're doing this at home, you can just bear crawl in place for about 15 seconds, and then you can do about 20 alternating lunges, which is actually where we're heading next. We just need some weight. So again, that warm up, 2 rounds, bear crawl and lunges. So now for strength, I've got the barbell. Now, if you guys don't have a barbell at home, cool. Grab some dumbbells, throw your kid on your back, grab some kettlebells, whatever you've got. Load up a backpack and wear a backpack. Okay, anything you can do to add to your body weight, excuse me. So on the agenda, we've got 5 sets of lunges. The numbers I'm about to read off are total. So we're gonna do 20, 20, 16, 16, 12, 12. Or excuse me, one set of 12 at the end. I said an extra number there. So 20, 20, 16, 16, 12. And you're climbing in weight the whole way through. Here's the style I'm looking for today. So we're assuming you maybe have a rack with a barbell in it. So we've got a bar on your back. Now from here, I'm gonna back out of the cage, of course. Then I'm gonna step back and down into a lunge, full extension at the top, alternate legs. So I'm doing a reverse step, and I am alternating legs. Same points of performance we covered earlier, so I don't need to repeat all that. And this is still working the front leg. Even though I'm stepping backwards, your brain might tell you that this somehow is working the back leg. That is not the idea, guys. It is the front leg that is doing a lunge. So think of it like a squat. So when I come down here, this leg is basically in a squat position, right? That looks pretty familiar. So it's like a 1-leg squat, kind of. So increasing in weight as you go through all those sets, 20 total, take a break. 20 total, take a break. 16, 16, 12. So your last set should be the heaviest for all of those lunges. Casual strength training pace there, guys. You are not trying to just blitz through it. So we should be tired from that because we went so heavy, right? It's not a Metcon, but strength training done to intensity should be pretty darn fatiguing, right? If we take it real easy on strength training, we don't feel all that tired from it. So now let's cash out with a little accessory work. This is for quality. 3 rounds, 15 per side planks, and 5 per leg, single leg curls. That's gonna be for the hammies. We're gonna use a slider for that. First up though, side planks. So I'm in a side lying position. My elbow is directly under my shoulder. This alignment is important. You don't want to get caught like this. This is bad for your shoulder. Plus it's not very effective for the move. So make sure that elbow stays under the shoulder. Legs are stacked. Top arm can assist, or it can get out of the way on the hip. So I sometimes assist just to get started and fine tune my position, but I don't count that as a rep. Then I go hand on hip. So now I'm gonna touch my bottom hip to the floor and then bridge up as high as I can. Okay, so do tap the ground for sure, and then it's a matter of how high can you get. Now I'm on my right arm, so this is working my right obliques. Okay, so I'm feeling the side down here closer to the ground. So I'm gonna do 15 on that side, and then of course I'm gonna switch over. I'm gonna keep facing the camera. I would normally just log roll, and then do the same thing on the other side. 15 on this side. Okay, so take your time with that. Don't go too fast. I see a lot of athletes just rip through them to get them done. Like, okay, you met the quota and whatever, but we really want time under tension, right? Your muscles are working for longer, and that's gonna have more value for you in the long run. So we're gonna pair that with hamstring curls. So this is the muscle we're after here, guys. Now, I'm using a slider. This works well on this rubber floor. If you don't have a slider at home, paper plates will work on like carpet, a folded up towel, or some equivalent to that will work really well on hard floors. So laminates, tiles, hardwood, things like that. So I've got my heel in the center of my slider. Now, my other leg is going to be planted flat with my knee bent. So that is my assisting leg. This is my working leg. Okay, so we're working the leg that's on the slider. So now from here, we're laying down. I'm going to bridge up. Now, right from this moment, I want to start thinking about putting all my weight on this leg, or as much of my weight as I can. Now from here, I'm going to bridge up higher as my heel comes in to about that 90-degree knee. So I want to feel as much on this hamstring as possible throughout the move. When you hit that point, cool, extend back out, but stay off the ground. So I'm always in this minimal bridge height. And then again, drag the heel in. The hips should get higher as you bring the heel in closer. Those two things should be in sync. What we don't want is this. Right? See how they're not in sync? Ideally, they are in sync. And that's actually what this other leg is about, guys. It's helping to bridge where you maybe normally couldn't. So I'm going to do 5 perfect reps on this leg, then rest for a second as you switch legs and repeat. Okay, so from this view, you can see that my assisting leg is doing a little bit of work, but hopefully I'm being very delicate there, and I'm thinking about, in this case, my right leg. Okay, so a lot of hamstring emphasis there. Great move to train the hamstrings at home without really any equipment, okay? So wrapping that up, 3 rounds, 15 per side planks, 5 per leg, single leg curls on a slider. So hopefully you guys enjoy this lunge workout today. Hopefully you got after those lunges, put a good amount of weight on your back in whatever form you've got. Hopefully you hit it hard. You are staying safe. Keep punching though, guys. We'll see you next time.